to give this country another face. We're going through Brexit. People are going to want to understand what the heck is going on over here, and we've got a international princess. We've got a really great prince. Let them out on the world and sell this country and show this country as a 21st century entity. It's crazy to lock them down. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, my view is that they're already doing that. They're already out there within the framework of the royal family, going out there and putting out some amazing messages around the world. I'm thinking of Meghan on the Australian tour, where she actually saw opportunities to talk about women's rights, for instance. She did a brilliant job. I don't understand why what has become a much more modern framework, which is the royal family, is not the right framework for them to do what they want to do. I find that puzzling.
Well, you know, you may know a lot more than I do in the UK about how it's framed, but this is the 21st century. And I was thinking today, the Queen is very lucky. She's got an heir. She's got what, 5 heirs. 4 of them are under 40. 3 of them are under 10. She is the luckiest woman in the world. This family will continue. Harry is a minor royal. He's always known that. He has a chance now. They must be leaving.
I don't think so.
Harry is a minor royal. He's very clear about that. He has a chance to actually make his own life and do something that's 21st century. This country will have the biggest celebrity couple on the planet saying good things about it. What is the issue? Now, if there is a problem with these sovereign grants, and I think that's legitimate to sit down and talk about how much the sovereign grant they get, but other than that, let them go. Let them do their thing.
Well, as I say, I mean, for a start, I don't necessarily agree that Harry's a minor royal. He's probably the most popular, has been the most popular member of the royal family. And I think that there's an enormous amount of respect for Harry and for William and for the younger members of the royal family for the way they've got these issues out within the framework of the royal family. If you think over the last few years with Heads Together, the amount of work they've done on mental health, on cyberbullying, on women's issues, it's been absolutely brilliant. I don't understand why you would want to leave the royal family, go into sort of celebrity circles. The world of the royals, which is about duty and service and loyalty to the family, is not going to mix with the world of celebrity, which is about prestige, it's about money. If they're asking if they can cash in on their royal names, that's not going to work.
But Martin, it's been bad for her. It's been hard for her. I mean, it's some of the stuff in the coverage, the subtext of the coverage has been unacceptable. And I think as a grown woman, she's almost 40 years old. She doesn't need this. And I think, well, I don't know if she bought into it, because how can you know what it's like until you're in it? I wouldn't know. But you don't expect, she's a foreigner, she's an American. In America, we don't have the same kind of coverage. And I think she was shocked. I mean, I certainly was shocked. And also, at the same time, she's a first-time mom. All the stress that must have been for her. She needs to get out, and I don't blame her for this at all. I do blame, I'm not going to name people, but there are elements of the British press that really need to be ashamed of themselves, because some of the insinuations, all of that. And remember, her first luncheon that the Queen threw for her, Princess Michael showed up with a gollywog on her jacket as big as her head. Now you come and somebody walks in with this big black doll on their thing. I mean, it's not on. And I think she just decided, look, I got to raise my kid. Let me go where I feel comfortable, and let us do something else if we can. And what I mean by minor royal, sorry, Martin, is that in the line of succession, unless something ultra tragic happens, Harry's nowhere near that throne, and he knows that, and that's what I mean.
I think the exposure to, say, some of the more difficult areas of the press, for instance, is not going to get any less if they go into the celebrity world. It's going to get worse in many ways. They're going to have less protection. They're still going to be extremely famous. They're still going to be pursued night and day by paparazzi. The paparazzi are 100 times worse in America than they are in Britain. That's for certain. It's a much more intense game. I just feel that I don't know whether they're going to gain more from entering the celebrity world and trying to mix the two worlds together than they've already got within the royal family. It's a perfect platform. It's been a perfect platform for
I'm
Meghan.
going to say that this is the Prime Minister heading our way,
Oh, is that
probably
okay?
heading out to RAF Northolt or similar. They've got the Outriders stopping the traffic, and then the convoy of vehicles just behind. Yeah, almost certainly the Prime Minister. He's heading over out of the country. I almost said where he's going, but I'm not allowed to say until he gets there. But he's heading. You'll see later on Sky News, if you stay tuned, where the Prime Minister is heading, just passing Buckingham Palace today. It's not a constitutional crisis yet, though, as far as the Prime Minister is concerned, is it?
No, but I think it's going to be difficult to find a solution to this, but certainly in a matter of days, to try and bring two worlds together, to try and sort of have a situation where, as it were, Meghan and Harry have their cake and eat it, I think is going to be extremely difficult. So we could end up with a constitutional crisis, because what they're basically asking for is a complete change in the way that the royal family works, so that they're able to actually make money out of the idea of being royal. And that's going not to sit terribly well with the public. That's not what they see the royal family. There's a great line in The Crown about when divorcees come into the royal family. I remember the line saying, when a divorcee comes into the royal family, it either ends in abdication or reformation. In this case, it's a kind of reformation. And I don't think the royal family are prepared to do it, frankly.
Listen, this is, and with all respect, I love this country. I lived here half my life. This country's been very good to me, and I adore it. But this is separation anxiety. People need to get over this. There is a really big thing about the royal family here that the rest of the world doesn't get. So let them go. You got a whole bunch of other people over here. Let them carve out what they want to do, and let them be happy.
As Matt Chorley from The Times said, on the positives, season 4 of The Crown, Meghan Markle could play herself.
Well, exactly.
It's good to see you, Ray. Thank you very much indeed. Boris Johnson and Leah Varadkar will be